Now then, Yalreet, how's it ganning? Oh no, that accent didn't work. We'll have to gan back to the standard internet one. Generic greetings, and welcome back to Prison Architect. In the previous episode, we built this. Yes, that's exactly what we did. I say that very uncomfortably because we didn't entirely build this, because what happened after doing a couple of episodes in one go and planning everything out and then building things and whatnot, I forgot to save it. So, yeah, I assume I forgot to save it. At least the save file wasn't there. So I had to redo a lot of this prison, which is why it's probably slightly different from the last episode. Like, if you compare the two, there's probably one or two changes in places. In fact, there's already a problem I can see here. We'll go to rooms and over to our canteen, and we'll actually add canteen in that section there, which for some reason wasn't set up. There we go. So, as you can see, canteen place, kitchen there, all this sort of stuff. I'm just going to pause it for a second for reasons. And we also got the dormitory put in different cells. Now, I did plan originally to have shower here. Realised that that's not a good idea because it didn't have the capacity because of the dormitories, so instead I planned off showers for either side, which I have now done. In this episode, what we're going to be doing is getting prisoners, which is why I have paused, because it is 10 to 8 in the morning, and obviously we get prisoners at 8 o'clock, so we're going to go to intake. We're going to go to low sec, I think, because this is going to be a low sec section here, then obviously it's going to go to medium and then high. We're going to max all that out, and we're going to say all available, so we will receive all available prisoners, all 29 of them. If we want to pause it a second, there you go, it is 29 prisoners. So, because of that, we do need a regime, so let us sort this out. So we want a sleep time up until perhaps the sort of 6 o'clock mark, and then 7 is your shower, and then you have an hour of free time, and then we'll have 2 hours of eat, and then we'll go over to work 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 hours of lockup, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then, actually no, that's far too much, we'll go over to probably that, and then that. So you have 3 hours of work stroke free time, and then you get 3 hours of lockup, apparently. No, we don't want that. We want 2 hours of work stroke lockup, so if you're not working, you do get locked up in the dormitory or cell, and then you have a bit more work, and then you got your free time, and then I think we'll probably have some eat just after that. Or do we want to have a bit of free time there, and then perhaps some extra bang up like that? So we have, yeah, free time before and after eat is generally a good thing, and then we'll have eat like so, and then, yeah, you're eating a bit close before you sleep, but that's about right, that's not too bad. Go over to policy, you can see there's a lot of things in here. What we're going to do is change all of this, so if it says solitary, we're actually changing it to lockdown because, well, we don't have any solitary cells, which is problematic, but we'll sort that out later on. Medium variety and medium quantity of meals. Parole cutoff will be reduced to 15%. I might have changed all of this. As I said, I just don't have the save for some reason. I don't know whether it just didn't save or it was corrupted or something. Either way, it's pretty much back to what it is now. Staff needs, obviously we've got a lot of bladder and bowel needs there, some recreation and comfort need. We do need to sort that out sooner rather than later, I think, because, well, yeah, we do have to look after these people, and at the moment, I am not. Over to our grants, you can see we've got visitation rights, a prisoner acclimatization and engagement, as well as the long-term investment, which should be done very shortly. No, it's actually got 65 plus hours on that there. Anyway, we've also got lots of programs we can set at some point, which I will care about later. So we'll just go to our deployment here and make sure that staff only is on the back there, and then obviously we want to check out the rest of it, which does seem to be about right. Yeah, that is absolutely fine. We're going to move over to our... I was going to say logistics and prison labour, but we don't have prison labour. Have I got it on the go? Yes, it's 1 hour 6 minutes to finish that off, and then we'll put some work down. Speaking of work, there's a couple of things we do need to do really before we get the prisoners, but, well, they're going to turn up today. We're going to turn up in, well, about 9 minutes according to this clock. But then we also, well, what we'll do, we'll get them in, and then we should be able to, oh dear, laundry, we don't have laundry. Ah, you can click on. It's weird that you get cleaning code, but you don't get a laundry. That's interesting. Anyway, right. So yeah, I've got this thing here. We've got our cleaning cupboard. This will be the laundry, and obviously we need that up as soon as possible. We also need some recreational facilities for the prisoners, but we'll see how things go. Right. I think what we'll do, go to objects. We'll go to doors, and I'll put one door there, and then there. Then what we'll do, put some walls in, like so. And then toilets, because remember, the guards do not use the prisoner toilets. It's just, it's strictly a no-no. They do not use them, and that's a problem, really, because I haven't fulfilled all of the needs for the guards. We're going to put a large television, probably in... We don't really need a large television in here. Standard television would do. I do want a radio in here, though, and we'll put a radio there so they can listen to the radio while they eat. And we will put another table and chairs in, like so, and that should be enough benches and stuff like that. There you go. So it's a bit cramped, but you should be able to get all the stuff you need in there. We do need some sort of, like... I think we'll have another drinks machine, perhaps, and then a couple more wide... We'll have a couple more wide sofas like that, and this will be the TV viewing area, you see. And we'll go to TV. There's a TV, it goes there. Actually, it would be better if I put the... Probably better if I put the small ones. We're going to dismantle those. I'll put a wide sofa in, like, this. And then we'll have a nice radio there. That'll be quite nice. I like that. Lovely, lovely. And then we'll put... probably put them like that. Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. So once that's dismissed, we'll put the things in like so, and then you've got like a viewing area for the television. There we go. Right, so if we just check over here, what we'll do first though, we'll just we can see we now got prisoners, which is okay. We'll check over at our staff, and we can see we've got nowhere near enough staff. 10 guards. So we need to go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We are overguarding it, but there's no real problem because obviously we will get more prisoners, so it will add up. Cooks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, probably overdoing that just a tad, but, you know, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. We're going to get some more of these in as well, because we do need to clean. There we are. Right, so we haven't got any flooring. And there's a lot of doors that are not automatic and do need to be locked open, so we'll sort that out. So lock open that one, we'll lock open that one. The rest's all fine. That one does need to be locked open. So does that one, as do all of these. Now you can use, and I don't use it often, you can use the automatically locked open section like that. And that will lock the things open. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know why. I think it's just because I'm used to this one. But anyway, I'm just used to doing it this way. So we're going to set the guard patrol up and around. Like so. And we'll assign 2 guards to it for now. We'll change that as we need to. In terms of dormitory, we have probably a couple of patrols to put in. We're going to have 1 guard in each dormitory. I just think that makes sense, being the, the size of what it is. Now we could have someone patrolling along, down, and along. By the way, I mentioned before that it's I think it was I mentioned it before that you can't see the planning in this view. You can actually, if you zoom in there, can you see that? There's just a very faint fade, so you can see it, just extremely difficult. So there's a patrol there. Haven't got a patrol outside, but we probably will have at some point. That'll be about right. I don't know why we got 3 guards assigned there. I'm guessing it's because... yes, I think I assigned them when we needed to get the grant done, which is why that's done it like that. Right, so if we go over here, we should be able to see if I max speed this. For a start, we just got a bit of a dingling grant there. I don't think it's... Oh, there's our jail buses. And people are unloading. Welcome. Austin, Edwards, Light, Jones, Workman, Bennett, and Holt. Also Roach, Darley, Mattel, Dillon, Dooney. Picture in face in game or something like that. David Tagwoof, Cahill, Carl. Could be pronounced all sorts. Winner, Kenway, Buckwell, King, Smith, Honick, Gilmore, and Smith, I think. And then even more. Oh my god, what? How many am I going to receive? A lot is apparently what the Bates, Timms, Buckwell. Yeah, there's quite a few. There's quite a few here. And I like the way they're getting escorted in with the sofas. Like, we're still building this area. And, yeah, they're all coming in. Yeah, excellent. Right, so they're going to come in, they're going to get searched, and things will hopefully work out. So what we need to do is, firstly, we need to finish off these cells here. As you can see, they don't have any water in them, into the toilets, which is generally quite bad. We will put some more electricity cables in there to electrify the area, which should be good. And then we need to probably run this up and in like so, and that should hopefully power both rooms up. I'm guessing that the dingling we had before was work, so if I type in laundry, we should be able to have, yes, we do actually have laundry, excellent. So we can sort this out. So we'll go over to objects and then to the laundry machine, and you can see we can place them in pretty much wherever. I don't really care where they go. 1, 2, no more because we don't have the cash. Tables will go probably next to it like so. Yeah, probably that'll do. And then ironing boards will have, I mean, this is quite a big laundry, you understand, for the size of prison, but it doesn't really matter. You know what, it might be best to put the tables on the other side. It might fit in quite well. Like so. Alright, that's fine. And then laundry machines on the top. Obviously, we do have to go to utilities and run this cable again because I did mess it up slightly. We're going to run this water pipe up, and we will need to run it along as well to there. The reason I'm planning off this level is because obviously this is going to be copied from that one, which is a nightmare because it means it's the same but it's flipped. It's reversed the other way, which is just going to be an absolute pain to deal with. And every time I do this, every time I do one of these episodes, or one of these series rather, I always think to myself, right, whenever I do the next design, I'm not going to have them staggered. Like, I'm not going to have them flipped like this, like a symmetrical prison. And then what happens is, I don't entirely make a symmetrical prison because I don't think this is exactly symmetrical. But, well, it isn't. I know it's not because I've planned bits off like here and stuff. But I know it's, and these bits here, so it's not. But saying that, it is still a flip, which is obviously quite problematic. So, we should now have guard needs more fulfilled. If we have a quick look at the needs and then over to staff needs, bladder and bowels, as you can see, has been reduced. Recreation as well has been taken care of, and there's a bit of rest there as well. So we've got most of that. We've got things like phones and such getting found. This is fine. Danger level will be going up, and your warden is having a calming effect on the prisoners, and that's the standard effect that this warden gives. Okay, so if you're wondering why that's there, that's because of the warden that we've picked. It is the pacifier. 11 staff are happy in their job. 1 prisoners are shackled in their cells or solitary because they've found something. And 14 prisoners have been unnecessarily searched. It's just reception. It's just reception. So they come in, they get searched, as you can see. So we've got several prisoners coming in and all getting searched. There you are. Welcome, scumbags. They're not scumbags. Well, maybe some of them are. Let's just randomly click on one. 3 years for shoplifting. I don't know really shoplift, but it's quite a long stretch, I would guess. Blackmail, perjury. This guy is vandalism, criminal damage, burglary, vandalism, pickpocketing, petty thief there. Indie video game piracy, 5 years. Forgery, handling stolen goods, bribery. Could you do all of that? Would that be all in one? Burglary, bribery, handling stolen goods, forgery, and indie video game piracy. So he broke in to an indie video game office, so probably someone's garage or basement or something like that, or maybe a small office or whatever, and stole the master disc. It's something that they were just about to release. because they were lucky enough to actually release it on physical media, or maybe they just had a copy there on a USB stick, so they nicked that, and then they took it home, and then someone found out it was actually this guy's brother who was the indie developer, and he said, right, I'm going to go to the police. No, I don't know, bribery. If I give you money, don't tell them. Actually, is that bribery? Or would it be the other way around? Either way, does something like that, and then he tries to sell these stolen goods that he's nicked, hence the stolen goods. He tries to sell it to Electronic Arts, big publisher. I've got this really good game. It's about it's a simulator, and it's got 2017 in it. It's generic simulator 2017, and they go, no, we don't want it. So then he copies it, hence the forgery, and then he gets found out because of the indie video game piracy, because that's what he was doing. That's like a summary of the entire thing. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think it does. There's some logic there, twisted and broken and quite useless. But it's about read. Okay, so a lot of these are obviously without water, but we're hopefully going to resolve that. In terms of cash, haven't got any. We're going to speed up to max speed here. We've got 1,849 credits in the kitty. Not great, not bad, but enough. We have not enough to do what I want, which is put metal detectors in. But I can easily resolve this by just going over to logistics, prison labour, we'll just max this out. There you go. So there's all that done, and that's grant done, and that was the prisoner acclimatisation and engagement. So we've got governmental security ratings, we've got reform through initiative. We'll go for a governmental security rating because you get 15 grand from the get-go, and you need to assign 2 dog handlers and 2 armed guards. Someone said that the kennel is actually too small. I disagree. I think it's fine. It's a 5x5, so as long as you've got a 5x5. You should be okay. Requires an armory to actually get the armory, and I am researching it. It's just taken quite some time to actually get there. Okay, so what we're going to do, just going to go over to rooms, and then it doesn't really matter what I select. I'm just going to delete the visitation up the top there, and then we do need to go to objects and then visitor booths, and then we're going to put in 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to be a lot of money actually, but we'll put them all in. And there you go, there's that sorted. Then we need to go over to materials, concrete, and we're going to put in some walkways because it's a bit of a nightmare having people walk on the grass, mainly because they are slower, so it's better if I put the walkways in now, and then it will hopefully work out. And to there maybe, because I don't know if we're going to go around that way, but we'll see how it goes. And then along here. Along to there. Perhaps, well, just go to the end, why not? And we should be okay. Just going to do that. And obviously we do need patrols going around right on the outside as well. Let's click on notebook page there. I'll get them all eventually. I will collect them all eventually. So, we need a common room, we need pool tables, TVs, the other lot. So let's crack on with that one. Walls, don't need that for now. Rooms, common room. It's going to be this. Bosh. Phone booths. We're going to put some phone booths in, and I'll put them in... I think it was going to be this corner before, wasn't it? So, straight across. And there'll be all the phone booths that we actually need. Job done. And we do need things like televisions, phone booths, pool tables. Okay, so tables can go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then televisions can go 1 there and 1 there. Then chairs can go... That's not chairs, that's solitary doors. You can't exactly sit on a door unless you're doing that fad that people used to do where it was planking, and people used to like lie in a plank for thing, and some people did it on doors and then fell off and hurt themselves, and everybody laughed. Right, so kennels, really don't know which way they face because, yeah, nobody knows. There should be an arrow on the top. There's probably a mod to do that. Either way, there's the kennel. Armory will not be researched now because, yeah, it's I can easily mouse over it. Actually, it tells you there. Looks, we're going for intelligence and then armory. Unlike the way that a lot of places do it, which is get an armory first and then get some intelligence. I'm sure there's an American joke in there somewhere, but we'll refrain. Right. So, lots of doors getting opened here. That's fine. what I'm going to do is change probably this area to reception. Sorry, this reception to staff only. Who can talk about intelligence? Not me. And that's fine. Staff only means they just can't go through it. Even though that person is now going through it. Okay, whatever. So yeah, it means that they'll never go in this way. The only place they'll go is around here. Which, to be fair, we can probably fix the issue by putting a door there and door there. We should have already had that anyway. And once those are in, these doors, we'll prioritise that door actually. And then it means that we can go back over to deployment and staff only, and then just change that section to staff only and prioritise that, please. Priority thing's great for this. It really is good. These doors here getting a little bit annoying already because obviously the workmen have to go through them. To be fair, they could easily go down the centre and out because it's not actually a shorter distance, but it is a more efficient route. But the game doesn't really go for that. Like, the game always goes for the shortest possible route rather than the most efficient, which is an issue at times, but you know, it just means you have to delay a little bit. Right, we'll go over to staff and we'll go to, if I can find it, dog handler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're hiring 6 because what we want to do is check a deployment, go to dog patrols, put a dog patrol in each of these kennels and in each of these cell blocks. They'll come from the kennels, and then all the way along to the end, and like so, we will have dog patrol, and actually we will assign 2 dogs to that. I think that makes sense. And then from here, what we want to do is have a patrol that goes all the way up and around, like so, and then we'll assign 1 dog to that as well. So that'll go around the entrance and exit of the canteen. Do I keep it there or do I put it elsewhere? I'm not sure. I'm actually not too sure what the best option for that is, but we'll keep going and see what it is. Right, so there's a couple of things we are missing out in here. So we're going to get some more prisoners, 19 in fact, and they're going to turn up in this area. Actually, that's wrong. No. Filter capacity. Filter capacity is 50. That's fine. That's okay. Right. What we need to do, go to deployment. We need to go to MinSec only. Make sure all that's MinSec. Remember, we are grading this. And the grading now does work with all rooms. Originally, the grading, it didn't used to work. Essentially, what it would do is allow you to assign an area, like a dormitory or a cell, or anything that would have anything where the prisoners would use. You could assign that with the sect, so mid, medium, max, whatever. You could assign all of that, but it didn't work for certain rooms, and it certainly didn't work for corridors. Where now MinSec means you have to be MinSec to go in it. That's as far as I'm aware. So what are we missing out here? Well, these cells were going to be ones with showers, so these were going to have slightly better things in it. Haven't got that yet, and obviously there's a bit down the bottom that we haven't even built, so we do need to get on with that. But is there anything we need to crack on with first? Well, probably the laundry needs a couple more laundry machines in it, so we'll put 3 more of them in there. We need to get the armory up and running, and we need to get security. We also need to get this thing at the back done, which has several rooms in there, but it's also got solitary and things like that, so we really need to get that sorted. But we can get another grant, I think. If we go to grants, yes, we can. Cell block C, reform through education initiative. There's been a couple of comments saying that what we should do is go for a completionist and actually complete all of the grants in the game. Now, I don't think that's entirely possible. Or at least I don't think it's possible. I've done most of them. I've almost certainly done cell block C, D, and E, I think. I think I've done the capacity ones. I think I've done the nutritional research. I've done the manufacturing facility. In fact, the only one that I'm not certain is the reform through education initiative, because it's a nightmare. But we'll try. We'll go for cell block C. And that'll give us more money, 12 grand, as you can see. And what we'll do is we'll go for metal detectors, because we haven't got any, and we really do need to get these metal detectors put in. So we'll put the metal detector in as soon as you come in the prison, I think. That's probably makes sense. And also at these doors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're not going to spend any more money because we need to buy 2 capacitors for this. Because, as you can see, power grid is running quite warm. And we'll put some more in as well. So, we should now have... Oh, Armory, we're on 80%, so we will get there. Obviously, this is without power, which will be resolved at some point. We do want to have staff... No, we don't actually want to have any more staff, but we do want to have guard patrols. Guard in there. Guard in there, and they'll just wander around, do their own thing. There's more people turning up, as you can see. No featherstone as far as I can see. Got a stoneman though. Oh, liquor. Brought some liquor in with him. Obviously we haven't got any... Do we want to have dogs in here? Having a dog patrol around here doesn't seem to be that efficient actually if we have a dog around here. Don't think it is that efficient. No, I don't think we'll bother. Right, so we got 6 grand. That's most of it because people have just turned up. That's the money. Let's put some metal detectors, or rather get the metal detectors connected up. We want to go for another metal detector. In here. Double entrance, double way. And then those like that. So the metal detectors when they're going through, in and out their cell block, in and out the canteen, and also... Firstly, through this metal detector here through the door, and then secondly, again, there as well. Actually, you know what? I don't like them there. I'd prefer them outside. I think I'd prefer them outside. I don't think we need them here, actually, now that I think of it. I don't think we need them where I'm putting them. I might dismantle one of them, either those ones or those ones. Is there a reason why I would have it there? Well, it makes logical sense because you have to go through that. It's the only way in or out the facility unless you're tunneling. In which case, I'm not really too concerned about what they're carrying if they're tunneling out or in. I'm not sure. I'll worry about it later. Or I'll forget about it and we'll move on. Probably the latter, to be honest. Right, so let's get our armory put in. Weapons rack. We'll go in here. Table. We'll go there. There. And then guard locker. There we go. And those 4. So that's fine. So, slight issue. We can get the governmental security rating grant done. Once this is sorted, this armory. Slight problem. Don't have the money to actually get it done. That's weird. This is classed as 2 areas. Oh, of course it's classed as 2 areas because it is sectioned off with the visitation is sectioned off with these 2 bits here. That's interesting. You can see, look, they're working, then they're actually sitting there talking to people. Let's have a rethink. I'm going to dismantle that. There's a reason for this. And what we need to do is have... Pause a second. A wall that goes like... Ah, can't. Okay, fine. I will get money shortly. Okay. Let's just cheat a bit. Increase a bank loan. Right. Arm guards. Oh, wow. Really expensive. Doesn't matter then. What I was going to say is get myself a bank loan. And then hire the guards to then get that grant done, and then we've got 15 grand. But actually, when you look at it, we can't even afford to do that because they're 1,500 piece. I thought they were 500 for some reason. Okay. We can't do that then. What I was going to do, and what I will do, is have this come straight down to the bottom. Okay? Then a door here and here. And what that allow me to do is have the guards patrol along here, across, and then across this bit. Where at the moment, if this kicks off at one side, we can't get to the other side, which is problematic. We don't want that at all. Is this a good idea? Is it not? I don't know. I'll put it back in for now. What do you think? Do you reckon this is okay? It means that there's no way at all to get to the other side unless you smash through the visitor booth. Maybe just have 2 guards on either side. I'm just overcomplicating it a bit, aren't I? Just means if there's problems, you can't quickly get to the other side, but I don't think there ever will be problems. Let me know what you think about that one, and we'll go from there. So, we will leave it there. Not a bad bit of building, actually. Prisoners have turned up. We've finished off the bits that we wanted, so we got the showers put in. Hasn't kicked off yet. We are finding things like cellular phones and whatnot, so the prison is working. In terms of our needs, you can see they are being fulfilled. Let me just quickly go to grant and decrease the bank loan before I forget. Staff needs are, there you go, look, they're all getting sorted as well. And there you go. In fact, they take the dog in there as well. There should be a little, like, bowl for the dog. The dog should be fed as well. That'll be in Prison Architect 2, if we ever see that in the year 2027. Right, we're going to leave it there. Next episode, we will fix a couple of things like the visitation that I mentioned there, but really depends on your comments. We'll also get these cells put in and these ones here, put more things in the cells such as radios and showers, and then we will go for the next one. The plan is to do this one, and this one. So low risk, medium risk, and then high risk. But in between these buildings, we will do this big thing at the back. So we will have our holding cells. We'll have a holding cell in here somewhere, probably one of these ones. We'll have solitary, we'll have protective custody, we'll have death row, things like that. So we do need to get that building done sooner rather than later. But as always, though, it will depend on what we do. Comments in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.